Most men over 40 are wearing loafers the wrong way, and it instantly makes them look older, heavier, and less polished than they really are. But it doesn't have to be that way. Today, I'll show you the exact rules that turn loafers into a powerful style weapon for business, casual settings, and everything in between. So let's break down the rules that make all the difference. The first rule is simple. Fit comes before everything else. Unlike lace-up shoes, loafers don't give you the option to tighten or loosen them. If the fit is wrong, it's obvious to everyone. The heel should hug your foot just enough to stay in place without slipping. If your heel pops out with every step, you instantly look sloppy and uncomfortable. The vamp, that's the opening across the top of your foot, should hit at a balanced midpoint. Too low and the shoe starts looking juvenile, almost like a teenager's slip-ons. Too high and it starts to resemble something from an orthopedic catalog. Toe shape is where most men go wrong. The classic almond-shaped toe is timeless and flattering. A rounded toe can work, but it must stay sleek. Pointy loafers make you look like you're chasing fashion trends, while square toes immediately age you by 20 years. We've all seen those big blocky loafers that scream 1998. The difference between that and a sleek almond shape is night and day. The moment you shift from square to almond, your whole silhouette sharpens. You look taller, leaner, and more intentional. I worked with a client named Mark, who had an impressive wardrobe of suits and blazers, but he kept wearing clunky square-toed loafers to his meetings. People couldn't quite put their finger on why he always looked slightly outdated. We swapped them for a pair of sleek almond-toe calfskin loafers, and instantly his posture, his confidence, even the way people reacted to him changed. That's the power of fit. The second rule is to choose materials that age well. At 25, you can get away with cheaper leathers or even synthetics. But after 40, your shoes need to reflect your maturity. Cheap, shiny, plastic-like leathers crack, crease, and make even an expensive outfit look second-rate. Instead, focus on materials that actually grow better with time. Calfskin leather is your foundation. It's smooth, polished, and works for both business and smart casual. Suede brings texture and softness, perfect for relaxed evenings, creative workplaces, or when you want to add some depth to a simple outfit. Woven leather is your summer ally. It communicates ease and sophistication, especially in warmer weather or when you're traveling. And then there's shell cordovan, which is the luxury option. It develops a high natural shine over time and carries an authority that few materials can match. Now let's talk about driver loafers. Drivers are those loafers with the rubber pebble sole that wraps around the heel. They're incredibly comfortable, flexible, and perfect for summer driving, travel days, or weekends at the coast. But here's the mistake most men make. They treat drivers like formal shoes. Drivers are leisure shoes. They should never see the inside of a boardroom or be paired with a business suit. Think of them as your refined alternative to sandals or sneakers when you want comfort without sacrificing style. I had a client, David, who wore drivers everywhere, to dinners, to client meetings, even to weddings. He thought they were his dress shoes. Once we repositioned them as his travel and casual staples and upgraded him to proper calfskin loafers for work, his whole wardrobe clicked into place. Context is everything. The third rule is to stick to a refined color palette. Loafers are not the place to experiment with neon greens, electric blues, or bright orange suedes. Those shades don't look stylish. They shout midlife crisis. Instead, think of your shoes as part of a timeless spectrum. Dark brown is the anchor because it pairs with almost everything and softens in a way that looks more natural than black. Black does have its place, but only in sharp business or formal settings. For casual wear, it can come across as too stark. If you want depth and richness, oxblood or burgundy is a perfect choice, especially in the colder months. Tobacco suede, on the other hand, is incredibly versatile for relaxed weekends and pairs beautifully with denim or chinos. And when you're ready to add a touch of variety, try navy or cream suede in summer. They're subtle accents, not loud distractions. Think about it this way. Your loafers should frame you, not fight for attention. Loud colors compete, while refined tones enhance your presence. And here's a quick engagement check. What's the most common loafer color in your closet? Black, brown, or something else? Drop your answer below. I'd love to see which color dominates. The fourth rule is to always match loafers to the occasion. This is where even well-dressed men often slip up, because while loafers are versatile, not every loafer works everywhere. Picture this. You're in a navy suit. A black or dark brown calfskin penny loafer makes you look sharp, professional, and ready for business. Switch that same suit for chinos and a polo, and suddenly, suede tassel loafers are the perfect balance of relaxed but intentional. On the weekend, dark denim and an unstructured jacket come alive when paired with tobacco suede loafers, casual but still polished. And then there's travel. This is where drivers shine. They give you comfort during long days. They pair easily with lightweight trousers or tailored shorts, and they're worlds apart from the sloppy look of sneakers. But here's the trap. Wear loafers with cargo shorts or baggy jeans, and the whole effect collapses. It doesn't matter how nice the shoe is. The balance is destroyed. The right loafer in the right setting quietly says, I know who I am, and I know how to dress for the moment. The fifth rule is to avoid the style killers, the choices that instantly age you and cheapen your entire appearance. Some mistakes make you look dated. Square-toed loafers add bulk and scream the late 1990s. Thick, chunky soles do the same, making even the best outfit look orthopedic. Other mistakes make you look careless. White athletic socks peeking out of loafers ruin the line of your outfit. And if you reach for cargo shorts, gym clothes, or oversized distressed denim, you drag your loafers down into sloppiness instead of elevating your look. And then there's the worst offender, cheap synthetics. Shiny, plastic-like materials that crack, peel, or glare under the light will always betray you. They make even an expensive outfit look second-rate. Any one of these mistakes is enough to undermine your presence. Put them together and you don't just look careless, you announce it to everyone around you. The sixth rule is that details separate the sharp from the sloppy. Small choices, the kind most people overlook, add up to big impressions. Take the collar height of your loafer. A slightly lower cut flatters slimmer frames, while a slightly higher cut helps balance broader builds. Then there's the hardware. A subtle gold horsebit can be elegant, but oversized or shiny buckles quickly look gaudy. Stitching is another giveaway. When it's tight and even, it signals craftsmanship. When it's loose or sloppy, it instantly makes the shoe look cheap. Soles matter too. Leather soles remain the classic choice for business and formal wear, while a slim rubber sole is practical for everyday use. But thick, heavy platforms only add clumsiness and take away refinement. And finally, consider the accessories you pair with your loafers. Matching your belt and your watch strap to your shoes creates harmony, while clashing tones create discord. A dark brown loafer with a black belt, for example, breaks the balance. A matching set, on the other hand, communicates polish, even if nobody can quite put their finger on why. These are the subtle finishing touches. They're not flashy, but they're what separate a man who dresses with intention from one who just throws something on. Now let's talk about real transformations, because theory is one thing, but results are what matter. Michael, a 52-year-old lawyer, had everything going for him. Sharp suits, a successful career, and plenty of confidence. But he kept wearing oversized, outdated loafers. Clients saw him as competent, but not impressive. We switched his shoes to a pair of sleek oxblood penny loafers. Same man, same wardrobe, different shoes. The response was immediate. He started receiving compliments. People listened more attentively. His overall presence elevated. Then there's Tom, 49, an architect who lived in sneakers. He thought sneakers made him look youthful and approachable, but in reality, they made him look less serious. We introduced him to suede tassel loafers, paired with dark denim. Suddenly, he was being described as stylish, professional, and modern. He didn't change his wardrobe, he just changed his shoes. These transformations prove the point. Loafers are not just shoes. They are a signal. They're the difference between looking like you're coasting and looking like you're thriving. Before we wrap up, let's do a quick Loafer Rules check. First, fit. The heel should hug your foot without slipping. The vamp should sit at a balanced midpoint, and the toe should always be almond-shaped. Never square, never overly pointy. Second, materials. Calfskin gives you polish. Suede adds texture. Woven leather keeps you cool in summer. And remember, drivers are leisure shoes, not for business, not for formal wear. Third, colors. Build your wardrobe around dark brown, oxblood, black, and tobacco suede. If you want a little extra variety, add just one seasonal accent, like navy or cream suede. Fourth, occasion. Keep calfskin for business. Reach for suede tassels in creative environments. Rely on drivers when you're traveling, and lean on tobacco suede for your weekends. Fifth, avoid the killers. That means no square toes, no heavy soles, no athletic socks, and no shiny synthetics. And sixth, the details. Look for clean stitching, subtle hardware, and soles that match the formality of the outfit. Make sure your belt and watch strap work in harmony with your loafers. If you follow these 6 rules, you'll never look careless in loafers again. So here's the bottom line. When you're over 40, every detail of your style communicates something about you. Loafers can either reinforce your authority, your confidence, and your maturity, or they can undermine it completely. If you follow the rules, you'll always project the right message. Tomorrow, take a look at your loafers. Are they square-toed? Are they shiny synthetics? Do they slip at the heel or clash with your outfit? If so, it's time for an upgrade. Because at this stage in your life, shoes aren't just about walking. They're about sending the right message every time you step into a room. If this video gave you ideas you can use today, hit that like button. It tells me to keep creating style content designed specifically for men over 40. Subscribe so you don't miss the next upgrade for your wardrobe. And now I want to hear from you. What's your biggest loafer struggle? Is it finding the right fit, choosing the right color, or knowing when to wear them? Drop it in the comments, and I'll personally help you solve it. Gentlemen, as always, stay sharp.